Okay. Hello students, good afternoon. Welcome to our session 2 for GATE examination preparation under AICT sponsored Prerna Center for preparation of GATE examination. So I welcome you all for this second session for the preparation of civil engineering GATE examination, and we are going through environmental engineering, that is section 5, and under that we are going through municipal solid waste. I am Professor D.G. Patil and I am working as assistant professor in our civil engineering department since 2011. I have completed my MTech in town and country planning from College of Engineering, Pune. This is your GATE examination syllabus. We have already seen in our first lecture. We have introduced this municipal solid waste concept with respect to its introductory part. We have discussed introductory part related to generation, collection, transportation of solid waste, and some part of engineered systems for solid waste management with respect to reuse, recycle, energy recovery, treatment, and disposal. Now we will go in detail with respect to characteristics and also disposal methods, that is treatment and disposal methods for the municipal solid waste. In our previous lecture, we have also seen some of the important aspects of municipal solid waste with respect to planning for it from the local authority, that is collection of solid waste from households, its transportation or its classification, then its reuse, recycle, and its transportation to the dumping sites, or we can say dumping yards or landfill sites. So there are many issues with respect to the effective implementation of these solid waste in urban areas, and particularly municipal word or in general solid waste is common word, but particularly municipal solid waste is associated with the urban area. So we are not considering agricultural solid waste or the industrial solid waste or the industrial waste generated, that the management of that particular waste we are not considering. We are considering only municipal solid waste, that comes under the collection of solid waste generated by the households, particularly in the residential area, in the urban area. So particularly this municipal word is related to the urban area, urban population. So we have seen some part of it in our previous lecture related to legislative mechanism, also reservation of sites for the solid waste management. So in our today's session, we will continue with the remaining part. Okay. You can go through the previous examination papers to understand questions asked on our syllabus. Okay. You can find the questions from your GATE website also. The link is provided on the GATE examination website. On that you will find link for previous year question papers. So I will not go again in all this content, we will move towards our main content. Okay, you can see this link for previous year question papers. So as we have discussed this weightage and approximately number of hours planned for our teaching also. So as per our updated schedule, we are here, that is today is on 23rd of October, and we are studying municipal solid waste. So this is short content of our municipal solid waste topic. Characteristics, generation, collection and transportation of solid waste, engineered systems for solid waste management, reuse, recycle, energy recovery, treatment and disposal. Anyone just confirm whether screen is visible and I am audible? Hello students, just confirm that or check whether I am audible and screen is visible. Someone please confirm immediately. Okay, if screen is visible, okay, we can go ahead then. Okay, so we have seen what is particularly municipal solid waste, how it is generated, how it is collected, how it is transported. Then we will see further part how we have to manage with this solid waste generated. So what is solid waste management? So solid waste management is defined as discipline associated with the control of generation, storage, collection, transport or transfer, processing and disposal of solid waste materials in a way that best addresses the range of public health, conservation, economic, aesthetic, engineering, and other environmental considerations. So we have to manage this solid waste generated in the urban areas in an efficient way, considering health of the city, hygienic conditions, and even economy. So we have to devise a particular mechanism so that the waste generated from the households will be collected properly, maybe segregated as a wet waste, dry waste, and then it is collected, or it is after classification or segregation at the source, it is properly collected and it is sent for particular application. Like if it is a wet waste, then you can go for its decomposition, or that is by if it is biodegradable, then we can go for composting or vermicomposting, preparing manure from it. And then if the other parts of the out of the solid waste which are in form of dry or dry waste, we can call it as, in Marathi we will call it as ola kachra and suka kachra. So suka kachra or dry waste will be in the form of different parts also. That can be a metal, that can be a paper. So again, that can be classified into different categories and that can be sent for recycling, reuse. So we can reduce the solid waste generated at the source also, so that its load on the landfill sites or on the dumping yards, dumping sites will be very less. And if we manage it properly, then there will not be much issues related to management of this solid waste generated in the cities. But as of now, we can see in many cities, the solid waste is not properly managed. म्हणजे बऱ्याच वेळा काय होतं की तो कचरा म्हणून बाहेर पडतो रस्त्यावरती. We see that the solid waste is lying on the roadsides, in the vicinity of the societies, or some open plots. The solid waste is disposed of, but it is not properly handled. Means if it is biodegradable, we should prepare a manure from it. Then the dry waste should be sent for the recycling, reuse, but generally it do not happen. Up to certain extent, the rack pickers, कचरा वेचणारे काही लोक असतात बघा, मोठ्या बॅगा घेऊन फिरत असतात. ते बाटली वगैरे गोळा करतात किंवा त्यातून काही मेटल पार्ट असतील, कागद असतील, बॉक्स असतील, तर ते गोळा करतात आणि पुढे रद्दीवाला किंवा भंगारवाला यांना ते विकतात. बट almost we cannot say that almost all the solid waste is recyclable or that can be taken away by the rack pickers. So part of the solid waste generated from our societies or households is taken by the rack pickers. So some part of that particular solid waste is sent for recycling through rack pickers. But the role of urban local bodies or municipal corporations, municipal councils is important in handling all these processes. So starting from collection, we can say we can educate people to store solid waste generated in our house in two separate bins, like dry waste and dry waste and wet waste, and that can be handed over to their members properly so that that can be processed as per their characteristics. So dry waste can be sent to the recycling and reuse. Wet waste can be used in the societies also or in the nearby areas for vermicomposting. And some part which is not recyclable or even biodegradable can be sent to the dumping yards or dumping sites. And there are some methods or technical methods by which or some treatment need to be carried out on that particular waste before actually landfilling of that particular waste which is sent to the dumping yard site. So particularly the segregation or the classification or sorting of waste can be taken place, can be conducted in many ways. That is at the source. If we consider, we can tell residents to segregate these in different categories, and we will collect them regularly or on regular basis so that it will not be piled up in the societies or in the houses. And afterwards, in other way, if peoples are not, or generally as of now we can see in many cities, the waste is not properly classified or segregated at the source, and generally it goes to the dumping yard site, and at that place some rack pickers or some workers do certain classification or segregation, and accordingly afterwards they do the processing of it. So accordingly we will see different processes which are taken, which are carried out on the solid waste which goes to the dumping yard. So objective of waste management is, primary goal of solid waste management is reducing and eliminating adverse impacts of waste material on human health and environment to support economic development and superior quality of the life. This is to be done in the most efficient manner possible to keep cost low and prevent waste buildup. So otherwise what will happen? The cost of its management will also be not affordable. So it should be within limit, or certain particular amount can be reserved for the solid waste management, but it should be in proportion. Even some innovators have considered that this is not a waste, but this is a wealth. We can create wealth from this solid waste which is generated from the houses, and we can generate energy, we can generate manure, we can recycle it, we can prepare briquettes, you can prepare fuel from it, and it can be sold to the different industries or even for different purposes. Plastic is used in the construction of roads, even in the we can say it can be partially blended with the concrete also in different applications. So we can see many issues related to solid waste, that if solid waste is not properly handled, then it will move through the streams or to the nalas, and it will choke up the river basins, and urban flooding may occur. So to avoid all these, we can say, disasters, we have to properly manage the solid waste generated from our urban areas. So solid waste management, 6 functional elements of the waste management system are: waste generation. This encompasses any activities involved in identifying materials that are no longer usable and are either gathered for systematic disposal or thrown away. So waste generation. So waste is generated from the houses. Or in simple words, what is waste? Waste is the material which is of not use to the residents, but that may be useful for the others. बरोबर, लक्षात येते तुमच्या? कचरा घरच्या लोकांच्या दृष्टीने भाजीपाल्याचे देठ असतील, प्लास्टिक रॅपर्स असतील, किंवा बाकीचं अजून काही मेटल पार्ट्स असतील, रॅपर्स म्हणू शकतो आपण, किंवा काही बॉक्सेस असतील, दॅट मे नॉट बी युजफुल फॉर दी पर्टिक्युलरली वी कॅन से रेसिडेंट्स ऑर हाऊसहोल्ड्स. जसं की आपण काहीतरी खरेदी केलं, त्याच्याबरोबर आपल्याला मोठमोठे बॉक्सेस येतात आपल्याकडे. आपण बऱ्याच वेळा तो कुठे विकण्यासाठी किंवा पाठवण्यासाठी विचार करत नाही, आपण तो डायरेक्टली बाहेर कुठेतरी कचऱ्यात नेऊन टाकतो. बरोबर आहे? त्याची 2-3 किलोचं त्या ह्याचं पुठ्ठा जो म्हणतो आपण, त्याचं वजन होऊ शकतं, तरी पण आपण त्याचा विचार नाही करत, किंवा आपल्याला ते अफोर्ड नाही होत, आपण थोडा वेळ नाही देऊ शकत. बट रॅक पिकर्स विल टेक अवे दिस we can say waste from our households, our society, and they will sell it for further processing. तुमच्या माहितीसाठी बऱ्याच वेळा द ग्लासवेअर्स, फुटलेल्या बाटल्या असतात. भंगारवाला तुम्ही पाहिला असेल, त्याच्याकडे प्लास्टिक बॉटल्स, ग्लास बॉटल्स अँड मेनी मोर थिंग्स, प्लास्टिकच्या बकेट्स वगैरे जे काही असतं, सगळं खेळणे असतात, टॉईज असतात, हे सगळ्या पद्धतीने सगळं जे काही आपलं जनरेट तयार होत असतं आपल्या घरी, बऱ्याच वेळा ते नॉन वर्किंग कंडिशनमध्ये पडलेलं असतं, फुटलेलं असतं, म्हणून आपण डिस्पोज ऑफ कचऱ्यामध्ये टाकतो. तर ते त्या पद्धतीने रिसायकल करण्यासाठी परत जातं इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये. यू कॅन सी सम ऑफ दी YouTube व्हिडिओज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड टू रिसायकलिंग ऑफ ग्लास बॉटल्स ऑर मेटल्स. त्याला परत वितळवलं जातं, मेल्ट केलं जातं, अँड परत त्याच्यापासून काही प्रमाणामध्ये नवीन काही मटेरियल ॲड करून नवीन प्रॉडक्ट हे बनवले जातात. म्हणजे प्रत्येक वेळेस आपण नवीन मटेरियल घेतो आणि त्या पद्धतीने प्रॉडक्ट बनवतो असं नाहीये. तर त्यातला बराच पार्ट हा रिसायकलेबल सुद्धा असतो. दॅट यू कॅन सी थ्रू मेनी YouTube व्हिडिओज, ऑर आय विल प्रोव्हाइड द लिंक्स. Then second part is on-site handling, storage and processing. So this relates to activities at the point of waste generation. Waste generate कुठं होतं? Household, societies, bungalows, urban areas. So on-site handling, storage and processing. So which facilitate easier collection. म्हणजे सोसायटीमधून आपल्याला ते कचरा सगळा गोळा करायचा आहे. So waste bins are placed at sites that generate sufficient waste. तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल हॉटेल्स असतील, रेसिडेन्शियल एरियाज असतील, तिथे डस्टबिन ठेवलेले असतात. पेंग्विनच्या स्वरूपात काय असतात बघा, इन फॉर्म ऑफ पेंग्विन किंवा काही बकेटच्या स्वरूपात असतात. सो वेस्ट जनरेटेड फ्रॉम ऑल these सोर्सेस इज कलेक्टेड and then it is sent for further processing. So waste collection and proper disposal is important aspect. So timely collection is also important, because after a few days the biodegradable material or waste will start decomposing. So larva, or we can say बरेच त्याच्यामध्ये कीटक तयार होऊ शकतात, त्याच्यापासून बॅड ओडर येऊ शकतो. तर त्या पद्धतीने आपल्याला टाइमली प्रॉपरली कलेक्ट करणं आणि त्या पद्धतीने प्रॉपरली डिस्पोज ऑफ करणं हे खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. सो इन आवर हाऊस होल्ड्स यू कॅन डिस्पोज ऑफ युअर wet waste regularly or frequently, or we can say daily or in an alternate day, but you can keep your dry waste in a particular dustbin or bin that can be used or that can be sent in a particular period of time. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस थोडंसं जास्त साठेल त्या पद्धतीने आपण त्याचं डिस्पोजल करू शकतो, कारण की त्याचा काही इफेक्ट होणार नाहीये. तुम्ही ते स्टोअर करून ठेवू शकता. जसं की काही मेटल पार्ट्स असतील, प्लास्टिक असेल, प्लास्टिकच्या पिशव्या असतील, तर त्याला तुम्ही सेपरेटली ठेवू शकता. पेपर्स असतील, बरोबर आहे. परंतु जो बायोडिग्रेडेबल पार्ट आहे दॅट नीड टू बी डिस्पोज ऑफ इमिजिएटली. सो कलेक्शन, a crucial phase of waste management. This includes activities such as placing waste collection bins, collecting waste from those bins, and accumulating trash in the location where the collection vehicles are emptied. So although the collection phase involves transportation, this is typically not the main stage of waste transportation. So generated waste is collected by different people from the societies or different locations. Then they will transport it to the dumping yard site, or the waste generated from the households can be collected by smaller vehicles, and afterwards it can be shifted to the larger vehicles to dispose of at longer distances, or maybe for the further treatment in the dumping site. So waste transfer and transport, these are the activities involved in moving waste from the local waste collection locations to the regional waste disposal site in large waste transport vehicles. So generally, if the distance is longer or the city authority is disposing of that waste generated from the city outside the city, generally it is taken by the larger size vehicles, because they can carry large amount of solid waste. So waste processing and recovery, this refers to the facilities, equipment and techniques employed to recover reusable or recyclable materials from the waste stream and to improve the effectiveness of other functional elements of waste management. So out of that, particularly if we are segregating the materials at the source or at the dumping site, then you can segregate it into different categories and you can decide the treatment to be carried out with the different waste as we discuss. So disposal, final stage of waste management, it involves activities aimed at the systematic disposal of waste material in the locations such as landfills or waste to energy facilities. So it is up to you how you are going to use that particular waste. मी त्यातलं काही प्रमाणामध्ये आपण खत तयार करू शकतो, काही प्रमाणामधलं रिसायकल करू शकतो, काही पासून आपण एनर्जी साठी आपण त्याचं ब्रिकेट्स बनवू शकतो. There are so many ways that you can use or recycle that waste material, but that should be planned properly. Otherwise सगळा कचराच होणार आहे आणि तो डायरेक्टली लँडफिल साईटला जाणार आहे. जर तुम्हाला त्याची क्वांटिटी कमी करायची असेल तर वी हॅव टू properly plan the segregation or classification and accordingly collection and its reuse. Then only it will be possible that it is or very small amount of waste is going to dumping yard and much part of that particular solid waste is converted into wealth. We can say, or we have arranged one expert session of Mr. Ramdas Kokre. He may give you one of the lecture on solid waste management practices. He follows zero municipal solid waste principle in his area. So he is now additional municipal commissioner of Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation. So earlier he was at different municipal councils like Dapoli, Vengurla, Karzat, Ausa, or some other places also. So where he implemented zero solid waste collection, and he particularly upgraded the dumping sites into gardens. So in these places, that particular dumping yard is now converted into garden or memorial. We can say memorial. But generally in many cities you see that particularly dumping yard site is not desirable. म्हणजे आपल्या घराचं जर बांधकाम करायचं असेल, we will not keep a window or balcony facing towards that particular view. अशा प्रकारे आपण त्याला ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट करू शकतो किंवा we can say orientation of our building आपण त्या पद्धतीने, म्हणजे आपल्यासाठी ते नको असतं की डम्पिंग यार्ड साईट किंवा त्या पद्धतीने तिथून येणारे जे काही पक्षी असतील, घाण असेल, ओडर असेल किंवा धूर असेल, अशा बऱ्याच गोष्टी असतात. सो इफ इट इज प्रॉपरली हँडल्ड देन यू कॅन कंट्रोल or you can control it properly at the city level, and you can reduce the municipal solid waste which goes to the landfills or the dumping yards. We will move towards our next part, that is treatment and disposal along with characteristics. So as per the bylaws, you can see segregation, storage and delivery and collection of municipal solid waste. There are some bylaws related to its management, we can say. So we have to segregate the waste into separate specified groups. Every generator of municipal solid waste shall separate the waste at source of the generation into the following categories as applicable, and shall store separately without mixing it for segregated storage in authorized storage bins, private, public receptacles for handling or delivering to authorized waste pickers or waste collectors as directed by the local authority body from time to time. So you can see the categorization: biodegradable or wet waste, specified domestic hazardous waste, fully treated biomedical waste, construction and demolition waste. This is also one of the important we can say type of waste generally observed in the urban areas or especially in the गावठाण areas. जुने वाडे किंवा बिल्डिंग पाडल्या जातात आणि तिथे नवीन बांधकाम केले जातात. So we can use it or as a subgrade for constructing roads or some places where filling is required. So bulk garden and horticulture waste including tree and plant trimmings. शहरामध्ये गार्डन्स असतात, रस्त्यावरती झाडं असतात. हॉर्टिकल्चर म्हणजे उद्यान आपण म्हणू शकतो. Agriculture and horticulture are the two specializations. So bulk gardens and horticulture waste including tree and plant trimmings. Trim म्हणजे कट करणे. त्या पद्धतीने या फांद्या वगैरे जे आहेत ते सगळं आपण त्याचे स्मॉलर पार्ट करून त्यातला बराच पार्ट हा बायोडिग्रेडेबल फॉर्म मध्ये मॅन्युअर मध्ये कन्वर्ट करू शकतो. सो ऑल अदर नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल ड्राय वेस्ट इंक्लुडिंग recyclable, non-recyclable waste, sanitary waste like napkins, diapers, tampons, etc. shall be securely wrapped in a pouches provided by the manufacturers or brand owners or in suitable wrappers as instructed by the official authority and shall be stored with the dry waste for handing over. So as we discuss, different waste material should be treated properly in a different way. बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट असेल, हायजेनिक काही सॅनिटरी वेस्ट असेल, तर त्या पद्धतीने दॅट शुड बी कलेक्टेड सेपरेटली अँड ट्रीटेड ॲज पर इट्स कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. बायोमेडिकल मध्ये काय असेल, इंजेक्शन्स असतील, काही काय म्हणता येईल आपल्याला, ब्लड किंवा बाकीचे अजून काही बरेच मेडिकली जे वेस्ट असतं ते सगळं त्यामध्ये असू शकतं, केमिकल्स असू शकतात, मेडिसिन्स असू शकतात. सो दॅट शुड बी हँडल्ड केअरफुली अँड त्याचं पर्टिक्युलरली सेपरेट पद्धतीने, म्हणजे शहरामध्ये जेवढे हॉस्पिटल्स असतात, द पर्टिक्युलरली बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट इज कलेक्टेड सेपरेटली अँड ट्रीटेड separately, or at many times it is sent to the particularly some of the good quality treatment units. It is not directly disposed of in any dustbin or in the public places. So all bulk generators shall manage the waste at their premises as per the instruction notified by the municipal corporation. Okay. So particularly there is particularly department or team who take care of handling or managing all these solid waste generated from the urban areas, and people's participation is also important. People need to follow many rules, they need to cooperate. Biodegradable waste, composting by all generators. So as we discuss, biodegradable waste can be composting of waste can be carried out at the society level also, so that we can reduce transportation. म्हणजे जागच्या जागीच आपण जर त्याचं वर्मी कंपोस्टिंग केलं, त्या पद्धतीने जसं म्हटलं आपण 7 bins फॉर 7 days तयार केले, पिट्स तयार केले, तर डेली वी कॅन कलेक्ट द wet waste generated in the society, and that can be converted into a manure. So specified household hazardous waste, untreated biomedical waste shall be collected and stored in a specified type of covered receptacles and delivered by URI generator of such waste to the collection vehicles, which shall be provided weekly periodically by municipal corporation. Okay. Construction and demolition waste shall be stored and delivered separately at spot and at such time as notified by the municipal corporation. So there are rules for disposing of each type of waste. So disposal by burning of any type of solid waste at roadsides or at any private or public property is prohibited. So बऱ्याच वेळा at many places you see that the waste is fired. म्हणजे सरळ त्याचा डिस्पोज ऑफ करणं म्हणजे काय केलं जातं, बऱ्याच वेळा ते जाळून दिलं जातं. But it creates again air pollution. So it is not permissible as per the bylaws. So even you can use the biodegradable puja articles, जसं की flowers, leaves, fruits also, and that can be treated properly at certain places through some of the agencies. बऱ्याच वेळा काय होतं, बरेच जण ते नदी पात्रात किंवा वॉटर बॉडी मध्ये टाकतात. That creates also again a waste or pollution. Point to point waste collection services, then collection at source. You must have seen small vehicles visit our locality to collect the waste generated from our houses. So local bodies will release the monthly data about the quantity of waste going to the different landfills and waste processing sites. Such information shall be available at the office and at the municipal corporation or on the website also. Community bins in the public places. You must have seen that at many places in the city, the larger site containers are provided for the collection of solid waste. म्हणजे डायरेक्टली कचरा गाडीमध्ये बऱ्याच वेळा टाकणं आपल्याला होणार नाही. You can dump or dispose of your waste in that particular larger container and they will take it frequently or periodically from that particular place. रस्त्याच्या कडेला बऱ्याच वेळा तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल मोठमोठे लोखंडी कंटेनर्स ठेवलेले असतात. So segregated waste shall be delivered by the concerned generators to such community bins and thereafter collected by the municipal corporation. Dry waste sorting centers, material recovery facilities. So in order to have recycling, so local authority will provide as many as dry waste sorting centers as possible. These dry waste sorting centers shall be on municipal corporation land and land belonging to government. Okay. So they have to collect it, they have to sort it and send it for the further processing. Time schedule and route of collection. So daily, weekly time schedules and routes of municipal corporation of collection of different types of municipal solid waste shall be fixed and notified in advance by the concerned official or authority. म्हणजे लोकांना माहित पाहिजे. बऱ्याच वेळा आता जरी असं होतं की कचरा गाडी बऱ्याच वेळा कुठल्याही टाइमला येते, कधी सकाळीच येते 7 वाजता, कधी दुपारी येते, कधी संध्याकाळी येते. म्हणजे यासाठी म्हटलेलं आहे की ॲज पर द बायलॉज की देअर शुड बी अ पर्टिक्युलर टाइम सो दॅट पीपल विल बी वेल अवेअर ऑफ द टायमिंग अँड पीपल विल पर्टिक्युलरली डिस्पोज ऑफ देअर सॉलिड वेस्ट इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर व्हेकल. नाही तर काय होईल, मग घरात साठला म्हणून तो रस्त्यावर आणून टाकला जाईल. बरोबर आहे. Similarly, arrangements for the collection of construction and demolition waste and garden horticulture waste. Should be managed by the local authority. Okay. Surprise checks. So how you can see the implementation? You have to check it as a surprise. Officers should visit at different places at different times. Publicity, people should be made aware. Designate officers and periodic reports. Analysis केलं पाहिजे. Transparency and public accessibility, coordination with the government bodies. Rates and user charges, fees for collecting garbage from the home and establishment. Okay. Amount from each premises per month. They have decided charges for the collection of waste from the houses as well as from the different establishments or the hotels, hospitals, marriage halls, So these are the general guidelines related to solid waste management generated in many places in the urban areas, including penalties or how we can control the disposing of that particular material at any place. So people should be disciplined to provide that particular solid waste into designated place or with the respective authority. So responsibility of urban local bodies and recycling of the municipal solid waste. The process to process the solid waste collected in the local body, various solid waste disposal units approved by the Pollution Control Board, and different techniques such as solid waste should be applied. So for biodegradable waste, we can go for vermicomposting, composting, mechanized composting, biomethanation. Okay. So waste resources can be used for generation of energy. Schedule of fines. So in terms of fines, you can see this is related to, in general, hygiene. You can see related to solid waste management also. So you can see which are the elements which are biodegradable and which are recyclable. Wet waste of the plant and animal origin, and dry waste that can be transformed through a process into raw materials for producing new products which may or may not be similar to the original product. Okay, in that you can see in wet waste, kitchen waste using tea leaves म्हणजे चहा powder, egg shells, fruits, vegetable peels, व्हेजिटेबलचे काही जे पार्ट आपला उरतो वगैरे, देठ भाज्या निवडतात माहित असेल तुम्हाला, ठराविक पार्ट आपण भाजीमध्ये घेतो, उरलेला टाकून देतो. मीट अँड बोन्स, गार्डन अँड लीफ लिटर including flowers, soiled paper, toilet मध्ये वापरलेले पेपर, we can say, house dust after cleaning, coconut shells, ashes. So this is biodegradable, and which is not biodegradable but which can be recyclable is newspapers, paper, books, magazine, glass, metal objects and wires, plastic, cloth rags, leather, resin, rubber, wood, furniture, packaging. Okay. Hazardous waste, under household hazardous waste, you can see. So these are the different types, you can say, depending on their characteristics. Aerosol cans, batteries, button cells. So this is generated from the house and which is hazardous. Bleaches and household kitchen and drain cleaning agents, its containers. ऍसिड वगैरे टाकतो आपण टॉयलेटमध्ये वगैरे, बरोबर आहे, क्लिनिंगसाठी. कार बॅटरीज, ऑइल फिल्टर्स, कार केअर प्रोडक्ट्स अँड कन्झ्युमेबल्स, chemicals and solvents and their containers, cosmetic items, chemical based insecticides, their containers, light bulbs, tube lights, compact fluorescent lamps, CFL lamps, आता नवीन आलेले आहेत, LED, LED, discarded medicines and its containers, paints, oil, lubricants, glues, thinners and their containers, pesticides, herbicides and their containers. Pesticide म्हणजे काय in Marathi? Can anyone tell? What is pesticide? कीटकनाशक, हर्बिसाइड म्हणजे तणनाशक. तणनाशक ऐकलेलं आहे का तुम्ही? तणनाशक म्हणजे जो कचरा तयार होतो, सॉरी कचरा नाही, जे गवत वगैरे अनवॉन्टेड गवत तयार होतं, वीड कंट्रोल वी कॅन से, त्याच्यावरती आपण पर्टिक्युलरली ठराविक प्रकारचे हर्बिसाइड्स वापरू शकतो की ज्यावरून जे फवारल्यानंतर ते पर्टिक्युलरली गवत किंवा टाईप जो आहे ते जळून जातं. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे मॅन्युअली गवत काढण्याच्या ऐवजी बऱ्याच वेळा आता शेतीमध्ये हर्बिसाइड्स हे मारले जातात, तणनाशक मारले जातात. सो फोटोग्राफिक, ऑडिओ, व्हिडिओ टेपर्स and their containers, chemicals, styrofoam and soft foam packaging of furniture, packaging equipment, thermometers, mercury containing products. Then biomedical waste, any waste which is generated during the diagnosis, treatment or immunization of human being or animal or in research activities pertaining thereto or in the production or testing of biological. Okay, then we will see an important website, that is CPHEEO, that is Central Public Health and Environmental Engineering Organization. They have prepared different manuals for the different categories related to stormwater drainage system, solid waste management, sewerage and sewage treatment, then operation and maintenance of water supply system, manual on municipal solid waste management, manual of water supply and treatment. So in the manual on municipal solid waste management 2000, you can see there are different chapters and their content is given. You can see we have seen chapter number 2 in the earlier lecture. Now we can see chapter number 3, composition and quantity of solid waste. Considering time limitation, we are going through some important terminologies which are related to our topic. So the information on the nature of waste, its composition, physical and chemical characteristics and the quantities generated are basic needs for the planning of solid waste management system. म्हणजे आपल्या दृष्टीने असं असेल की कुठलाही कचरा आहे तो डायरेक्टली डंप करायचा, परंतु टेक्निकली जर बघितलं आपण, we should not follow this process and we should analyze its composition, physical and chemical characteristics, and accordingly we should treat that particular solid waste properly. आणि ते काय होईल, तिथे जाऊन ते परत प्रॉब्लेम तयार करेल, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारची तिथं आग लागेल, लँड खराब होईल, वेगवेगळे काय म्हणता येईल आपल्याला ओडर तयार होतील, पोल्युशन तयार होईल, गॅसेस तयार होतील. सो दॅट इज अगेन हॅझार्डस. सो डायरेक्टली आपल्याला ते ॲट इट्स ओन म्हणून जाऊन टाकून द्यायचं नाही, सोडून द्यायचं नाहीये. So we have to dispose of it properly by scientific analysis and then only it will be useful in long term, we can say. So terminologies and classification. nature of waste we can see. So composition refers to the limited list of components or constituents such as paper, glass, metal, plastic, garbage into which an aggregate or municipal waste may conveniently separated. Characteristic, on the other hand, refers to those physical and chemical properties which are relevant to the storage, collection, treatment, and disposal of waste, such as density, moisture content, calorific value, chemical composition. In addition to these general terms, there are a number of more specific terms which, for greater clarity, must also be defined. A comprehensive list of definitions, therefore, presented later in the chapter. Some terms like domestic waste, municipal waste refers to the source of the waste, and while others such as garbage, street waste, hazardous waste indicate the type of the waste. So various composition and characteristics. So this is important part from the, we can say, municipal solid waste, that is characteristics. So we have seen generation, collection, transportation of solid waste, and we will or we have seen some methods also, and we will see some remaining part from the treatment and disposal. We have seen its reuse, recycle, energy recovery, and also again in this session also we will see energy recovery and treatment and disposal. So now we are concentrating on the characteristics, and then as per their characteristics we will follow particular method for its treatment and disposal. So different kinds of solid waste management systems are designed for the future as well as present. Careful consideration should be given to changes that may occur during the design life of the system. Okay. Definitions and classifications of solid waste. In generally, they are defined domestic, residential waste. You can go through these details or definitions. Municipal waste. Municipal waste includes waste resulting from the municipal activities and services such as street waste, dead animals, market waste, and abandoned vehicles. However, the term is commonly applied in a wider sense to incorporate domestic waste, institutional waste, and commercial waste. So, in general, municipal solid waste also includes the domestic waste, or they are categorized separately, but in municipal waste, the waste generated in the urban area is considered. So in domestic residential waste, as a consequence of household activities such as cooking, cleaning, repairs, hobbies, redecoration, empty containers, packaging, clothing, old books, writing new papers, and old furnishing. बऱ्याच वेळा आपण फर्निचर टाकून देतो, किंवा जुने काही फ्रीज असतील ते काय आता वर्क करत नाहीत किंवा रिपेअर करता येत नाही, अशा बऱ्याच गोष्टी असतात. दॅट कॅन बी disposed of under the domestic or residential waste. Okay. Commercial waste. शहरामध्ये भरपूर हॉटेल्स, रिटेल स्टोर्स असतात, रेस्टॉरंट्स, हॉटेल्स, मार्केट्स, वेअर हाऊसेस, आणि त्यांच्यापासून सुद्धा बराच कचरा तयार होत असतो. ओके. इन्स्टिट्यूशनल वेस्ट. कॉलेजेस, स्कूल, कॉलेजेस, हॉस्पिटल्स, रिसर्च इन्स्टिट्यूट्स, ऑफिसेस असतात भरपूर, तिथूनही बराच कचरा तयार होत असतो. बरोबर आहे. इन जनरल माणूस जिथे जिथे जातो तिथे आपण कचरा तयार करत असतो. बरोबर आहे. वेस्ट इज जनरेटेड वेअर एव्हर द पीपल मूव. बाकीचे लोक कोणीही कचरा करत नाहीत, बरोबर आहे. Garbage is the term applied to the animal and vegetable waste resulting from the handling, storage, and sale, preparation, cooking, and serving of the food. Such waste contain organic matter which produces strong odors and therefore attracts rats, flies, and other vermin. तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल बऱ्याच वेळा कचरा कुंडीच्या जवळ मोठमोठ्या घुशी असतात, मोठमोठे रॅट, उंदीर असतात, कारण की त्यांना त्याच्यातून खायला मिळतं, बरोबर आहे. काहीतरी वेस्ट मटेरियल असतं, ते खाण्याच्या शोधामध्ये तिथं येत असतात, मग ते तिथं खूप उकरतात, होल पाडतात, म्हणजे बरेच प्रॉब्लेम्स या कचऱ्यामुळे होत असतात. सिमिलरली यू कॅन सी द रबिश, ॲशेस, बल्की वेस्ट, स्ट्रीट स्वीपिंग, रस्ते जाळल्यानंतर तयार होणारा कचरा, डेड ॲनिमल्स, construction and demolition waste, industrial waste. इंडस्ट्रियल वेस्ट ऍक्च्युअली आपण म्युन्सिपल वेस्ट मध्ये कन्सिडर करत नाहीये. त्यांनी मेन्शन केलेलं आहे, दे आर कन्सिडर्ड सेपरेटली फ्रॉम दी म्युन्सिपल वेस्ट. हॅझार्डस वेस्ट वी हॅव सीन, then sewage waste, the solid byproducts of sewage treatment are classified as sewage waste. Sewage treatment plant असतात, तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल, तिथं बऱ्यापैकी ट्रीटमेंट केली जाते, काही प्रमाणामध्ये वॉटर प्युरिफाय केलं जातं, ते जो काय म्हणता येईल आपल्याला ड्रेनेज वॉटर जे आहे ते काही प्रमाणात स्वच्छ होतं, पिण्यालायक नाही बनलं तरी ते काही लँड ॲग्रिकल्चर और गार्डनिंग पर्पजसाठी वापरू शकतो आपण. आणि त्या प्रोसेसमध्ये स्लज हा तयार होत असतो, दॅट इज ऑल्सो वी कॅन से वेस्ट or that can be used as a manure also. They are mostly organic and derived from the treatment of organic sludge from the both raw and treated sewage. The inorganic fraction of the raw sewage such as grit is separated at the preliminary stage of the treatment, but because its entrains putrescible organic matter which may contain pathogens must be buried and disposed of without delay. ग्रीट म्हणजे सुरुवातीला आपण जे चाळणी करतो ना, त्या ठिकाणी बराच काडी कचरा हा निघू शकतो किंवा कलेक्ट केला जाऊ शकतो. द बल्क ऑफ ट्रीटेड dewatered sludge is useful as a soil conditioner, but invariably its use for this purpose is uneconomical. The solid sludge therefore enters the stream of municipal waste unless special arrangements are made for its disposal. In classification, you can classify solid waste like this: food waste, their description, their sources, ashes, bulky, street waste, dead animals we have seen. Then composition, characteristics and quantities. हे का करायचं आहे? Why we are doing this analysis? An analysis of composition, characteristics and quantities of the solid waste is essential for the following reasons. कारण की त्यावरूनच आपल्याला पुढे त्याच्यावर ट्रीटमेंट कोणती करायची, त्याचा इफेक्ट काय होणार आहे ते समजून येईल. And then only we will be able to treat it properly. It provides basic data on which the management system is planned, designed and operated. The changes trend in composition and quantity of the waste over a period of time are known, which help in future planning. It provides the information for selection of equipment and appropriate technology, as we discussed. It indicates amount and type of material suitable for processing, recovery, recycling. The forecast trends assist designs and manufacturers in the production of vehicles and equipment suitable for the future needs. As we discuss, बराच कचरा हा जो तयार होत असतो तो आपण ॲट सोर्स अजूनही कमी करू शकतो बाय प्रोव्हाइडिंग सम अल्टरनेट मेथड्स फॉर पॅकेजिंग, फॉर वी कॅन से कॅरिंग, बऱ्याच वेळा काय होतं की शहरामध्ये आपण बघतो की जिथं जिथं जाईल आपण तिथं कॅरी बॅग मागत असतो. वी डिमांड फॉर कॅरी बॅग्स. सो गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज बॅन्ड कॅरी बॅग्स बिलो 50 microns, that is the thickness of that particular bag. Why they have considered 50 microns? Because that above that particular thickness can be recycled or reused, but below that particular size directly goes to the waste. आपण बऱ्याच वेळा गरज नसेल तरी सगळं कॅरी बॅग मध्ये घेत असतो आणि लगेच त्यातलं सामान बाहेर घेतलं की लगेच आपण ते कचऱ्यात टाकतो. So it remains in the environment for years. It do not get decomposed easily or for many years, and it creates many problems like urban flooding also. In Mumbai or in Pune, in Hyderabad, Chennai, you can see the floods, urban floods, flash floods are occurred due to choking of all these stormwater drains. So field investigations are necessary to understand their characteristics, to understand the type of waste generated from particular place, and the treatment which need to be followed. म्हणजे आपण त्या व्हेकलचं वे करू शकतो, वजन करू शकतो. weighing of loaded and unloaded vehicles is accomplished with a weighing scale or weigh bridge with a capacity of 20,000 kg. काय करतात तुम्हाला माहित असेल, लोडेड व्हेकल त्या वे ब्रिजवर जाते आणि परत एम्प्टी व्हेकलचं वजन केलं जातं आणि त्यातून मग आपल्याला त्या कचऱ्याचं वजन किंवा लोडचं वजन हे काढता येतं. जनरली अशा प्रकारचं वे बॅलन्स हे शुगर फॅक्टरीमध्ये पण असतात. सो वेइंग इज कॅरिड आउट each day of weighing period in order to determine average weight. ओके, म्हणजे अनालिसिस करणं गरजेचं आहे की त्यावरून आपल्याला मेथोडॉलॉजी ठरवता येऊ शकते. नंबर ऑफ सॅम्पल्स टू बी कलेक्टेड. For analysis we need to collect some samples, analyze it, various research techniques are also available to analyze these waste. Then collection of samples of the solid waste. From that you can reach up to the characteristics. So composition and characteristics. So it depends on the factors such as social customs, standard of living, geographical location, climate. म्हणजे एखाद्या भागामध्ये कुठल्या प्रकारचा कचरा तयार होणार आहे, दॅट डिपेंड्स ऑन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर क्लायमेट ऑर दी एरिया. काश्मीरमध्ये वेगळा कचरा तयार होऊ शकतो, आपल्याकडे वेगळा असू शकतो, US मध्ये वेगळा होऊ शकतो, कारण लिव्हिंग स्टँडर्ड, लिव्हिंग कंडिशन्स या डिफरंट असतात. So municipal solid waste is heterogeneous in nature and consists of number of different materials derived from various types of activities. Even then, it's worthwhile to make some general observation to make some useful conclusions. The major constituents are paper and putrescible organic matter. Metal, glass, ceramics, plastic, textile, dirt, wood are generally present, although not always so. The relative proportion depending on the local factors. म्हणजे कचरा कुठल्या भागातून येत आहे त्याच्यावरून त्याच्या म्हणता येईल कंपोजिशन ठरू शकतं. Average proportion of constituents reaching a disposal site for a particular urban area changes in long term, although there may be significant seasonal variations within a year. कचरा किती तयार होऊ शकतो वगैरे या गोष्टी बऱ्याच गोष्टीवर डिपेंड आहेत. So they are considered low income countries, middle income countries, and high income countries. Accordingly, we will see the variation in the different compositions, because that depend on their lifestyle or use of different atoms into their day-to-day living or life. So characteristics of municipal solid waste in Indian urban centers. There is one institute called National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, NERI. So they have carried out studies on characterization of solid waste from 43 cities. And they have given analysis. You will see this analysis. Physical characteristics of municipal solid waste in Indian cities. Then chemical characteristics of municipal solid waste in Indian cities. Chemical characteristics like moisture, organic matter, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calorific value. Then quantities per capita quantity, how much waste is generated, we can say per day, per person. Quantity of municipal solid waste in Indian urban centers. You can say per kg per capita per day. Then estimation of future per capita waste quantity. In future, how much waste will be generated? So waste generation also depends on your income. बऱ्याच वेळा काय होईल, तुमचा इन्कम चांगला असेल तर बऱ्याच गोष्टी कचऱ्यामध्ये जातील. आणि आपण जर थोडंसं मिडल क्लास किंवा खूप पुअर असेल तर आपली कुठलीच वस्तू कचऱ्यामध्ये जाणार नाही, बरोबर आहे. सगळं काही घरात आपण साठवून ठेवू, रिसायकल करू, रियूज करू. परंतु थोडं मोठे लोक असतील तर काय होतं, बऱ्याच वेळा बऱ्याच गोष्टी कचऱ्यामध्ये जाऊ शकतात की ज्या बाकीचे लोक रिसायकल करतात, वापरतात. समवेअर you can go through this table also. Then rate of increase based on the experience in other cities, seasonal variations, physical characteristics, density. Density depending on the material, you can see there will be variation in the density. So density is critical in the design of sanitary landfills as it is the for storage, collection, transportation of waste. Bulk density measurement. Moisture content. Moisture content will also affect its, we can say, properties. You must be knowing how moisture content is measured for bricks or some other items, construction materials also. पाण्यामध्ये आपण त्याला सोक करतो, त्यानंतर त्याचं वजन किंवा ड्राय असतानाचं वजन, यावरून त्याने किती मॉइश्चर ॲब्सॉर्ब केलं त्याचं पर्सेंटेज मध्ये काढू शकतो. Size of waste constituents, calorific value. Calorific value is important for the energy generation. So calorific value is the amount of heat generated from the combustion of a unit weight of substance expressed in kilocalories per kg. Calorie माहिती असेल तुम्हाला, calorific value. The calorific value is determined experimentally using bomb calorimeter, in which the heat generated at constant temperature of 25 degrees Celsius from the combustion of dry sample is measured. त्याच्या युनिट क्वांटिटी पासून किती हीट जनरेट होते, that we have to measure. Since the test temperature is below the boiling point of water, the combustion water remains in the liquid state. However, during combustion, the temperature of the combustion gases remains above 100 degrees Celsius, so that water resulting from the combustion is in the vapor state. While evaluating incineration as a means of disposal, म्हणजे आपण ज्यावेळेस जाळून टाकतो कचरा, or energy recovery, the following points should be kept in view. Organic material yields energy only when dry. The moisture content in the as a free water in the waste reduces dry organic material per kilogram of the waste. Then chemical characteristics. A knowledge of chemical characteristics of waste is essential in the determining efficacy of any treatment process. Chemical characteristics include chemical, biochemical, and toxic. So you can see chemical properties: pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, NPK, total carbon, CN ratio, calorific value. Biochemical: carbohydrates, proteins, natural fiber, biodegradable factor. Toxicity characteristics include heavy metals, pesticides, insecticides, and toxicity test for लिचेट्स. लिचेट म्हणजे काय की जे लिक्विड तयार होतं फ्रॉम द सॉलिड वेस्ट, डिकम्पोजिशन झाल्यानंतर वगैरे त्यातून जो स्राव किंवा जो लिक्विड म्हणता येईल आपल्याला, पाण्यासारखा पदार्थ तयार होतो आणि जो मग खाली अंडरग्राउंड जाऊ शकतो किंवा जमिनीवरती स्टोअर होऊ शकतो, दॅट इज लिचेट. You can go through these points in detail. So non-rational decisions on municipal solid waste systems are possible until data of composition and quantity of solid waste are available. The method and the capacity of storage, the correct type of collection vehicle, the optimum size of crew, and the frequency of collection depend mainly on volume and density of the waste. So to have proper treatment, we need to analyze its characteristics and composition. Climate also has some influence. The disposal method may be dependent on the type of material recycled, organic content of the waste, which could be composted, and combustible material, which could be a source of energy. So you can develop energy from the waste also. This is one of the report based on conversion of waste into energy. We have seen all these terms. Solid waste classification, solid waste management, waste generation, waste storage, waste collection, transport and transport, processing, recovery, recycling, waste disposal. Final process is disposal. Disposal is the ultimate fate of all solid waste, be they residential waste, semi-solid waste from the municipal or industrial treatment plants. Typical solid waste management system. They are given the stages. Characteristics. So, waste generated in the Indian scenario. Urban waste situation in the 9 major Indian cities. So you can see all the waste generated is not getting cleared in many cities. Components, composition with reference to paper, metal, glass, textile, plastic, ash, organics. You can see its composition in different cities. I'm not going in detail, or you can see these tables or the reports. Then waste disposal methods. Waste disposal is the final stage of the waste management cycle. About 90% of the municipal waste collected by the civic authorities in India is dumped in low-lying areas outside the city or town limits, which have no provision of leachate collection and treatment and landfill gas collection and use. So you can see the percentage of waste going to the land dumping, that is 90%. So whatever we have seen, recycling, reuse, is not followed in most of the areas. So leachate, that is that particular liquid containing heavy metals, find its way to the underground water, rendering it unfit for drinking. The landfill gas escapes into atmosphere, adding the greenhouse emissions which otherwise could be used as thermal fuel. The proper treatment किंवा proper process न केल्यामुळे काय होतं आहे की that particular wealth is going as a really waste. But if properly planned, this waste can be converted into the wealth, and that is shown by the Mr. Ramdas Kokre sir. So solid waste management can be an income generating activity with cost benefits. The non-use of materials that would otherwise be required for 2 activities. In case of power generation, the use of waste instead of conventional fuels. However, since the Indian city refuse has a low calorific value with high moisture content and the quantity of non-combustibles, it is not suitable for incineration. Incineration means जाळणे. Okay. Currently, none of the municipal corporation in India runs a full-scale incineration plant. The potential for power generation from urban municipal waste is tremendous and estimated to generate up to 1,000 megawatt of the electricity. So you can find some opportunities. Some of you can take up this as your business to prepare electricity from the municipal solid waste. Recycling, health impacts, environmental impacts. This is information from the Central Pollution Control Board. You can see, I will provide the links. You can go thoroughly. They have described the issue of solid waste management in the urban areas. Characteristics of the garbage. Composition. So present management practices, in that you can see collection of garbage, collection centers, transportation of the garbage, and disposal. As we discuss, community participation, or people should be educated to have proper understanding about the processes. So many NGOs are also working on these issues. Recycling. So recycling ultimately will reduce the load on the dumping yards. Wealth from the waste technologies. So private sectors have taken initiatives to use the garbage as a profitable venture. Some of the technological aspects available are summarized. You can see we can recover energy by these methods. Biomethanation, in that anaerobic digestion is process used for biological decomposition of organic waste. The organic waste are hydrolyzed, liquefied, and gasified with the help of methanogenic bacteria. There is an appreciable saving in recurring cost in such process because of utilization of biogas. Then another one is sanitary landfill gas. Sanitary landfilling is the process of dumping of solid waste in a scientifically designed land area, spreading waste in the thin layers, compacting to smallest practicable volume, and covering with soil on daily basis. The methane-rich biogas is produced due to anaerobic decomposition of organic matters in the solid waste. Garbage has potential to generate about 150 to 250 cubic meter biogas per ton waste, depending upon the quality. Then pelletization. Fuel pellets, also referred as refuse derived fuel, RDF, that is refuse derived fuel are small cubes or cylindrical pieces made out of garbage. Its calorific value Its calorific value 4000 kilocalorie per kg of the product is quite close to the coal. Its calorific value 4000 kilocalorie per kg of the product is quite close to the coal. Therefore, it can be good substitute for the coal, wood, etc. Briquettes, we have discussed about the briquettes. We can prepare briquettes and that can be used for industrial use also. So pyrolysis or gasification, in this process, combustible matter of garbage is allowed to dry, dewater, and then is subjected to shredding. Incineration of waste under oxygen deficient conditions is called pyrolysis. So many times questions are asked based on the pyrolysis or maybe match the pairs in GATE examination. Pyrolysis, what is pyrolysis? So this is oxygen deficient condition. The objective of pyrolysis has generally been to produce gas which would be stored and used when required. Similarly, you have to remember incineration. Incineration is the process of controlled combustion or burning of waste and residue containing combustible material, carbon dioxide, water vapor, ash, non-combustible are the end products. The heat generated during incineration is recovered and utilized for the production of steam, heating water, and generating electricity. Incineration is used to achieve maximum volume reduction of solid waste and when there is shortage of land filling facilities. It is usually cost-effective method of disposal. And composting. Composting is one of the method of waste utilization. It is defined as decomposition of heterogeneous organic matter by mixed microbial population in the moist or and aerobic environment. These microorganisms convert organic waste into humus, which has significant value in agricultural farming. You must have heard about organic farming or सेंद्रिय शेती, त्याच्यामध्ये हे गांडूळ खत तयार झालेलं आपण वापरू शकतो. Okay, you can see merits of composting process. Vermiculture, earthworms are used. So you can see various disposal methods and their merits, demerits: land filling, open land dumping, burning, bioconversion into organic manure. Okay. Rules and regulations, litigations. Financial aspect, you can see government is investing a lot of money in disposing of this solid waste, but we should think of generating money from this, we can say, wealth. These are the latest reports or manuals provided by the CPH EEO, Central Public Health and Environmental Engineering Organization. You can go through these reports also or manuals. Recycling and recovery. We'll see some of the methods for the disposal. Here you can see different methods are given. Waste to energy, then incineration, biomethanation, RDF, refuse derived fuel, pyrolysis, we have seen, Pyrolysis is the conversion of waste and biomass into liquid and gaseous fuels as well as solid residues and char at 500 degree to 1000 degrees Celsius in absence of air. Then gasification, converting carbonous material into MSW into CO2 and syngas COH2CH4 at high temperature in the presence of controlled air or steam. So gasification takes place into two chambers. Types of gasifiers for the municipal solid treatment. Emerging trends in gasification. Construction and demolition waste. तुम्ही बऱ्याच वेळा पाहिलं असेल शहरातील डिमॉलिशन जे वेस्ट असतं ते असं कुठेतरी टाकून दिलं जातं रोड साईडला. बट ॲज पर दी रूल्स अँड रेग्युलेशन they have separate bylaws, but many times these are not followed properly. So you can see how it can be converted into useful products. So you can see construction material can be utilized in many ways by all these processes that can be used in the construction of roads, then this is our final topic, that is municipal sanitary landfills. So they have given some ambient air quality around landfill sites, standards for the ambient air quality. And considering different terrains or areas, they have considered different rules. Environmental impacts and its minimization. Types of municipal solid waste to be accepted at the landfills. So essential components of municipal sanitary landfills. The term sanitary landfill is used herein to describe a unit operation for final disposal of municipal solid waste on land designed and constructed with the objective of minimizing the impact of environment and according to the solid waste management rules. So section of typically sanitary landfill. म्हणजे कशा पद्धतीने आपण एखाद्या साईटवरती फायनली जे आपलं मटेरियल डंप करायचं आहे ते असं डायरेक्टली ओपन लँडवरती देऊन टाकून चालत नाही. तर वी हॅव टू टेक or dispose of it by a proper scientific way, and they have given this section. Essential components of MSW sanitary landfill, which include: one is geological barrier, this in the black color, impermeable base liner, drainage layer, leachate collection system, stormwater drain leach, ditch, bordering dams, circulation roads, landfill body, filling and compacting in layers, gas venting system, protective cover system, gas collectors, groundwater control, and replanting. So by layer, the material or the waste is added, but we need to consider the generated gas, drainage, leachate in this particular site, and we have to close or cover that particular site so that the air will not come outside, or the gases generated can be utilized for the generation of fuel, we can say. A liner system at the base and the sides of the sanitary landfill, which prevents migration of leachate or gas to the surrounding soil. A leachate collection and control facility which collects and extracts leachate from within or from the base of sanitary landfill and then treats the leachate. A gas collection and control facility optional for small sanitary landfill which collects the extract gas within and from the top of the sanitary landfill and then treats it or uses it for the energy recovery. A final cover system at the top of the sanitary landfill which enhances a surface drainage, prevents infiltrating water, and supports surface vegetation. So afterwards, over that particular landfill, you can have garden also. A surface water drainage system which collects and removes all surface runoff from the sanitary landfill site. An environmental monitoring system which periodically collects and analyzes air, surface water, soil, groundwater samples around the sanitary landfill site. A closure and post-closure plan which lists the steps that must be taken to close and secure sanitary landfill site once filling operation has been completed and the activities for long-term monitoring and operation and maintenance of the completely sanitary landfill is functional. म्हणजे काही दिवसानंतर वर्षानंतर आपण ते लँडफिल साईट क्लोज करणार आहोत आणि अशा पद्धतीने क्लोज करणार आहोत की ती जमिनीखाली गाडली जाईल आणि त्याच्यावरती आपलं नॅचरल एन्व्हायरमेंट सारख्या कंडिशन्स आपल्याला फॉलो करता येतील. सो प्लॅनिंग अँड डिझायनिंग फॉर लँडफिल. सो स्टेप्स फॉर डिझायनिंग, इम्प्लिमेंटेशन अँड ऑपरेशन ऑफ लँडफिल. Site selection, sanitary landfill design, construction of sanitary landfill operation, closure and post-closure plan. So site selection, locational criteria that you can see. So there are some certain conditions. Due to some time constraint, I will leave it to you. How sites should be selected depending on some criteria. Final selection, site investigation, site characterization, hydrogeological assessment, then design. Specific waste volume, sanitary landfill capacity and area. So depending upon the capacity or storage, we can decide our plan with these facilities. Access roads, equipment shelters, weighing scale, office space, location of waste inspection and transfer station, and some more facility like drainage facility. you can go through this plan of that particular landfill site. Technical design requirements. The technical design specifications of sanitary landfill focus on efficient leachate management. Landfill constructed above the ground faces minimal environmental impacts as leachate could be easily drained and collected for further treatment. So instead of valley, you can have our site designated over the land surface itself. Base sealing system जो खाली अंडरग्राउंड इन्फिल्ट्रेट होणार आहे लिचेट तो अवॉइड करण्यासाठी आपण त्याला बेस सील करू शकतो. Excavated soil could be used as a potential base sealing system and can also be compacted to be used as a overlaying clay liner. Even use of geosynthetic clay liner for municipal solid waste landfill phasing. So depending upon the phases, you can have plan phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4 like this. And finally, this type of shape is maintained. Or you can have like this. Leachate management, leachate should be collected. Leachate collection pipes. This technical design is important and actually is more time consuming, we can say, or it should be designed properly. Leachate treatment. Waste placement. Surface sealing system. Waste inspection area or emergency area, security and fencing. Okay, so this is all about constructing a sanitary landfill. You can go through the technical design, quality assurance, drainage layer, leachate collecting system, so it is filled layer by layer, compacted. Final cover, surface sealing system, landfill gas management. So gas is collected. Roads are also constructed because sites are larger in size. Equipments required, accidents. So that is the remaining additional part. So basically the technical part is important. So finally, Gorai dump site. After scientific closure, you can see. So below this, the waste is dumped in a systematic way, and you see that it's like a hill with lawn area. Okay, with this, we will stop here. We have completed our solid waste management part completely with respect to characteristics, generation, collection, transportation of solid waste, engineered systems for solid waste management, that is reuse, recycle, energy recovery, treatment, and disposal. If you have any doubts, let me know. We can plan more lectures if you require, but I think this is sufficient. I will provide all these notes to you and you can prepare for this topic. Best wishes for you for the preparation of GATE examination also. If you have any doubt, let me know. I will provide you the link to mark your attendance. Kindly fill this form. Everyone should fill this form so that your feedback will be considered in this process, and even your attendance will also be considered. Okay, let me know if you have any doubts, or should I stop? Okay, thank you for your patient listening. Let me know if you have any doubts. You go through some of the question papers, identify some questions related to our topic. If possible, we will discuss in one of the next session. Thank you. Bye.